Hello, I'm Julia Durango, and I am the Spanish instructor for the early school and the lower school here at Rivermont Collegiate, and I'm pretty sure I have the best job on campus. For the early school, I visit their classroom once a week, so that's both the 2- and 3-year-old classroom as well as junior kindergarten, and my focus there is engagement. I just want them to have fun with language, so we sing songs, we play games, we get a little silly, we read books, we do a lot of hands-on activities, because that's what they enjoy and that is how they best learn. In lower school, which is kindergarten through 5th grade, those students come to see me here in the mansion. I have a nice cozy little room down here in the mansion basement. They see me twice a week for 40 minutes at a time. So we use the Listos curriculum for those grades. So there's an ABC. They have, there's an ebook that I use a projector with, and the kids have workbooks so that it progresses through the years. So that we sort of base our work on that curriculum. However, I do bring in a lot of supplemental activities, and there's a heavy emphasis in my classroom on culture and geography. So if your child has had no experience with Spanish, say they're transferring in 3rd or 4th grade and you're a little worried, or they're worried that they're going to be behind, please do not worry. That happens all the time here. We have students who come in with no knowledge of Spanish, and we have students who have a parent who's a native speaker. So we have, in each classroom, there's a real range of levels, and so I'm aware of that and I accommodate it. I don't grade based on memorization of vocabulary. I do want them to know certain basic expressions, but I'm more interested in communication skills. I want them to become detectives. I want them to use their knowledge to figure out what something means, both in Spanish and in English. So we talk a lot about cognates, words that sound the same in 2 different languages, like student and estudiante. That doesn't require memorization. It just requires you to think a little bit about how that sounds similar. We talk about environmental cues, facial cues, body language. How can you better understand what somebody's trying to communicate to you, and how can you better communicate with somebody else? So those are some higher order analytical skills, which makes this really an enrichment class. Yes, they are learning Spanish, but don't tell them. They're really learning so much more in here about the world and the people in it. I have high expectations in my classroom, but it is all related to effort. So as long as students are coming in and doing the best work that they can, they will be rewarded. I'll be happy, they'll be happy. So again, it doesn't matter what level they're at. Please don't worry if they haven't had any Spanish experience. We'll get them caught up. If they give it their best shot, there'll be other students in the classroom who will coach them, who like helping out and telling them what they know. So it'll be fine. So that's nothing that need concern you. Likewise, if you're a native Spanish speaker and you're worrying if this class will be too easy for your child, it may be pretty easy if they have good conversational skills, but there's still something to be learned because a lot of those students may not have formal instruction in Spanish. So in this classroom, they'll have the opportunity to see the written words. They'll be able to learn spelling and grammar rules. And I also have a supplemental library that can add a little more of a challenge for those students. So I will do my best to accommodate students at every level. Sometimes we have a few growing pains figuring out where that should be, but I will work hard with your student to figure it out. That said, that's just a little snippet of what I do in my classroom, but I am always available to answer questions at length. So my contact information is on the website, or jdurango@rivermontcollegiate.org. Please feel free to email me to set up a time to talk, and I will look forward to that. And also I look forward to meeting your student in my classroom. Adios.